So Danny, on LinkedIn there are an awful lot of really good tools, some of which people know about, some of which they don't. I just want to talk about how perhaps some of those are used. So one of them is updates. How would you recommend a business uses updates in a proper way, in a productive way?
To use updates in a productive way means using them in a targeted way. And if you really want to get the most out of it, you need to think about combining those with LinkedIn ads. So if you are, let's use the analogy of a law firm, it's looking to speak to new business startups, business owners. Now, you can create what's called a sponsored ad on LinkedIn, so that a business that is, let's just say, based in central London, employing 1 to 10, specialising in, let's just say, healthcare. What we can do on LinkedIn is get the exact profile of person we want to talk to, and those updates will appear in their home screen. So it's really looking about not just again putting out just putting out updates. It's actually making sure you target them. When you start off your LinkedIn company page, you'll typically have a small number of followers. People won't necessarily find your company page that easily, because typically people on LinkedIn look at each other's profiles. They don't always look at the company that person's linked to. So it's using those to reach out to people. In terms of your LinkedIn profile, there's something new that's out on LinkedIn called Posts, and that's where you can actually publish blog articles on your profile. That's extremely powerful because all your connections will get notified. There's a sort of flag symbol on your LinkedIn profile that tells you when members of your network have published articles, and that's really a powerful way to kind of expand your audience's understanding of how your business functions. So it's really making use of that as a way to widen the knowledge of your audience. People might go to your website and occasionally visit your blog, but people go onto LinkedIn every day. So if you publish a blog on there, you're going to get, in many ways, a lot more exposure.
And in terms of ads, one of the things that I've always found interesting about advertising online at all is that the most powerful thing today is context, is getting things contextually correct.
Absolutely.
How on LinkedIn would someone make sure their ads are a bit more contextually correct when they're seen? Are there any techniques that you could advise people to do when they're looking at LinkedIn advertising?
In terms of contextually correct, I presume you're talking about relevance to what's going on. So for example, if it's, say, the budget, you're an accountancy firm putting out updates that speak to your audience. I think in order to get updates that are contextually correct, you need to think about actually researching your audience and what their pain points are. I think a lot of businesses that go onto social media are very me oriented. They spend a lot of time talking about themselves. I've got bad news for businesses, which is that they're not interested in you. They're interested in themselves. And I think in terms of being contextual, you need to be speaking about things that concern them and things that really matter to them. And that might mean, just carrying out some research, sending out a survey on SurveyMonkey, asking, your audience to list the 10 issues that really matter to them the most. It could be doing a bit of anecdotal telephone research or meeting, your sales reps meeting with clients and finding out what are the issues that matter to them. But I think that needs to be addressed in your updates. And if you do that, you will see a much higher degree of shares, likes, comments, and overall engagement.